I'm curious, how many people finished like your packet? You've got everything mapped out. You got your standard objectives, defining objectives, all your core value stuff figured out. You know what you're going to do. No. Okay. All right. I had a feeling. What we have here. You got to be over 40 or 50 to know that line. Okay. All right. Let me address some things first, just so you know. All right. So lesson, I don't know if you can read this, sorry. So this says lesson 1. Okay, so back on lesson 1, you had some things that you were supposed to do on that and fill it out. And then you're supposed to email this guy, Joe Lyons, jlyons@visitgraceway.org, and just put in the subject line, assignment complete, if you did it. So some of you are like, yeah, I remember that. Some of you are like, okay. If you haven't done that, do that. Because Joel has a spreadsheet, he's keeping track of who does it and who doesn't do it. And then I hand that in to Miss Kathy. You don't want to be on Miss Kathy's wrong side. Okay. Tonight, we're going to take some more time, work on your intentional leader or intentional family strategic plan here. And then by or before February 25th, that's 1 week from today, 25 Feb 2020. I either want you to like scan it and send it to me, take a picture and send it to me. You can build it in your own Google Doc or Word doc or whatever you want. You can create hard copies and bring them next week if you want. I want a copy of what it is that you have by next week. That will have been 3 weeks to work on this thing. Who said what?
Me, that was me.
Okay.
What do you want us to do? I totally missed what you said. I know, I'm so sorry.
So basically, I want a copy of everything you did
Oh, this?
to me.
Oh.
Not technically to Joel Lyons.
Okay.
So it's going to go to him. You can bring a hard copy in, you can bring it to me next week, or you can turn it in on Sunday and slide it in my box that's in the office area. Really what I'm saying, I don't care how you get it to me, I just want to be able to see it. We're good? You got questions about that? All of it. Everything that you did, but even the bottom line, if you get to, like, if you flip to the very last pages, this is the key thing that I want to see is, there you go, can I steal yours? Just rip it up before I open right there. Like this right here, if you want to use this format, even if you just send me this page, where you have your defining objectives and your rally cry, what makes you unique or your family unique, and when you're going to do that, if you go to the very, very end of the packet, there's some from Patrick Lencioni. You can see what his score sheet looks like. This is the one that comes from his website. You could even go to his website and print your own if you want, if you don't like the one that I provided you. At minimum, it's just this thing. That's really what I want to see, is the nuts and bolts of what you have, that you know what your rally cry is. That you figured out your standard objectives, your defining objectives. And the reason I'm harping on this is the same reason I told you last week. It's a great tool, and you're not using it. I want you to use it. And some of you are like, but I'm not a strategic thinker. You're right, you're not. You're right. Okay, let's just live in reality. Anybody that knows me well knows that. I like reality, okay? Let's not live in theory. Let's not live in whatever. The reality is the majority of people in this room are probably not strategic thinkers. I'm okay with that. I need you to be okay with that. Here's the thing, you're not a strategic thinker yet. The majority of pastors I meet here in the United States are not strategic thinkers. There's a reason that we have more churches dying every year than we have being born and reaching new people. We have some great shepherds that are great at taking care of their flock, but not strategically looking to how do we grow that flock? How do we keep reaching people? Things like that, okay? I want you to develop a culture, a habit, if you will. See what we did there? You know our main book here, okay? Because over time, if you keep doing this, it'll become habit. It'll become part of your life where you start thinking this way. So like right now, my wife and I don't have a scoreboard up on our refrigerator, but I can tell you we're renovating our house. But we've been doing this for almost 10 years, so it's a culture where we already know, here's our standard objectives. We're going to take care of our marriage, we're going to take care of our spiritual life, we're going to take care of our physical life. Education is big and there's fun. I just told you all my standard objectives. If you look at your blocks, you're going to see I just named off all of ours. And so we know we have to maintain those things. Right now we have defining objectives. They're not written down, but we both know what they are. We got to take care of this. We got to get that wall out, and we got to do it by this date. And then there's this, and then there's this, and then there's this. And at the end, we'll be done. and broke and ready to murder contractors. Not in that order. Okay? So what I'm saying is, if you say, well, I'm not a strategic thinker, this is hard, this is difficult, good. Do something difficult, please, lean into it, okay? You won't get better if you stay right where you are. My passion, my drive is to make you better. If this is the only thing you leave 13 weeks with is knowing this is how I create a strategic plan. And if I keep working at it, I can create the plan. That's one of the hardest things is creating a plan. It really is. Okay? I've handed it to you. This is like you getting the gym membership. Now I'm forcing you to go work out. Okay? So tonight, here's what we're going to do. We're going to park into it again. Last week there was lots of discussion. I don't know if it was productive discussion or not. I was trying to help some people that were making headway on their work. So I want to be a resource for you. I would say tonight, if you're talking to somebody, make sure you're talking about trying to get input or helping somebody else with what they're working on. Some of the hang-ups that I saw last week is people not being able to get refined enough on the rally cry. Okay? It's one thing to say, I want to get out of debt. Okay, can you accomplish that in the next 3 to 6 months? If it's yes, good. What are your defining objectives? How are you going to get there? If the answer is no, what do you really need to do? I need to pay off my one credit card. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Can you do that in 3 to 6 months? Yes, I can do that in 3 to 6 months. Good. Now you have your rally cry. What are the steps you're going to take to get there? I want to lose 120 pounds in the next 3 months. Really? Okay. Right. No. You want to lose 5 pounds in the next 3 months? Okay. Let's go. Let's figure it out. Okay. I don't know what it is for you. Do you want to read the Bible in the next 6 months? You can do it. I know people that read the Bible, the entire Bible in a week. I'm not that guy. That might be you. Whatever it is. I don't know if it's spiritual. I don't know if it's building your dream team. I don't know if it's getting new tires and rims on your truck. Like whatever. Find out what it is. And here's the thing. Success breeds success. So find something. It doesn't have to be super difficult. But get in there. Figure out how to make the plan. Work the plan. And go win. And when you win, you're going to realize, I did that. And I did it just by following a plan. So here's the thing, I told you. It's simple, but it ain't easy. It's simple, okay? Doing this with a set of weights, that's a simple exercise, right? You put 400 pounds on the bar, it just got real difficult. It's still the same exercise, it's simple, okay? Do the simple things and do them over and over again and add weight. And you're going to get further faster. Your impact is going to grow. And here's the thing that we see at Graceway. Pastor and I were just talking about this today in my office. About when every single time, I mean, I can say this without fail, every single time that we've shown God, hey, we're being diligent about this. We're praying about this. We're doing the best that we absolutely can, and we're asking for a little bit more. He's answered it every single time, 100%. And I'll say almost every one of those times, he's answered even more. Hey God, here's what we're working on. We know what you're asking us to do. We really need this. Almost every time he said, yeah, I'm going to give you that and a little bit more. To whom much is given, much is required, okay? I want you guys to get disciplined and get a ball moving. Don't judge on if it feels trivial or not. Just get somewhere, okay? Get somewhere in the next 3 to 6 months. And if it's a win for you, I'm going to celebrate. If it's like, I grew my hair out another 6 inches because I had a deficiency of vitamins and I got disciplined and I knew somebody like that, okay? That was a huge win for them. And actually, their hair started growing again. But they had to be disciplined in doing all these things that the doctor said to do. And it got them overall health and they had success. And then they were able to apply it to new things. So, all right, I'm not going to belabor this any further. So here's what I want to do. I want to give you time to work on it. I know some of you have to leave early. If you have to leave early, okay. I'm a resource for you, okay? You can call me, you can email me, Snapchat, Facebook, Insta, whatever. What's that? TikTok. I do like TikTok. I'm not kidding.
That's why I said
I do.
it's like a video app. You'll get addicted. John
You will. You'll love it or hate it.
Yeah, I got it.
I love it. Okay.
Too fun.
Anyway, I want to be a resource for you. The people around you, some of you have got this figured out, and you are strategic thinkers. You're done on like week 1, okay? You can help somebody else. You have my permission. Help people, okay? If If you need help, ask for help.
What page is this on?
If you want to leave right now and go home and you're disciplined enough to say, I'm going to work on it later in the week, have at it, okay? This is your time. I know it's late. Keep rolling. All right. Ready, set, go.